Are we live? It looks like we are live. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. I'm your host Gabriel. I hope everyone had a great day today. I definitely did, and I hope everyone who is watching this video is also having a great day as well. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. AEW Dynamite was tonight, and I am back reviewing it, baby. Oh man. Well, first of all, let me address that real quick. Okay. Of course, I didn't review Dynamite last week. Sorry about that. But we're back to our normally scheduled program. The reason why wasn't able to review Dynamite last week because I was busy doing college homework and I was very overwhelmed. I was able to finish it before Dynamite. I was able to see Dynamite last week, which was a good episode. It did have like one or two things I didn't like. Thunder Rosa promo. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But I thought last week was good. But that was last week. This is this week. And holy shit. This was a great episode. Like literally nothing to complain about tonight. As always, AEW tonight was an absolute banger of a show. Absolute banger. Like we had some amazing matches tonight. Some great showing from Jay Lethal and Wheeler Yuta. A lot of storyline like advances. Man, this was a great show tonight. Really, really great show. I cannot wait to talk about it. It's great talking about AEW Dynamite once again, which is the best promotion on the freaking planet. Absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to talk about it with you guys. But before we do, this is the part of the video where we go over. This is the part of the video where we go over the news so far this week, and of course, it's WrestleMania week. I'm not excited for WrestleMania, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm really not, but I am going to do a review on WrestleMania for both night 1 and night 2. So expect those reviews this weekend on my channel. And I'm also going to watch Ring of Honor I'm also going to watch Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor as well. So expect a review on that. And I might even do a review on NXT Stand and Deliver. So it's going to be a pretty busy week this week on my channel. So expect a review on both WrestleMania's Night 1 and Night 2. Expect a review on Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. And I don't know if I'm going to do a review on NXT Stand and Deliver. I might, maybe not. But if you really want to see it, just say in the comment section and I'll do it. But definitely expect a review on both WrestleMania's Night 1 and Night 2 and Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. So yeah, definitely a busy week for me. But yeah, Dynamite was great tonight. Loved every second of it. But before we talk about Dynamite tonight, obviously this is the part of the video where we go over the news of the wrestling news this week. And there's only one piece of news, but this is definitely interesting. Like this is definitely going to cause a stir like within like the IWC, especially for like those drones out there. So there's a report coming out about Marco Stunt, and basically AEW is not re-signing Marco Stunt, which the writing is on the wall, but I'll talk about it after I read this. So I'm reading this from like the Wrestling Observer newsletter. The link is in the description if you guys want to read the article. But here's what it has to say. AEW has officially told Marco Stunt that they will not be renewing his contract, according to a report. Fightful reports that Stunt was informed that AEW Executive Vice President of Talent Relations, Christopher Daniels, in a phone call last week, that the company would not be renewing his contract when it expires reportedly in May. The report says that Daniels cited budget cuts and AEW's large roster size as reasons that the company would not be renewing Sun's deal. Sun was also reportedly told that plans has changed for Jurassic Express, the trio that he, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus had compromised. Some reportedly contacted AEW and asked to be booked in order to earn a chance to have a deal renewed, but was not offered that chance. Rather, the report states Sun's AEW booking stopped without any reason or explanation being given prior to the call from Daniels. Also outlined in the report is a concussion that Sun suffered in October, which would have not taken place in AEW, as the only match Sun wrestled that month was in GCW according to Cage Match. So, okay, here are my thoughts on this. So, first of all, I'm just going to say this. The writing was on the wall for Marco Stunt, unfortunately. Like, I knew that Marco Stunt was going to be one of those, like, people that AEW was going to release, that like AEW is not going to have his contract renewed. Like ever since Marco Stunt came to AEW, like he didn't really bring much to the table, to be perfectly honest with you. He was just the what do you call it? The mascot for Jurassic Express. He was just there. He was just a mascot. And when he did wrestle, he was just a jobber. Like he wasn't really that spectacular in the ring. So this is not a massive loss for AEW, to be honest. Like I mean, Marco's son was alright. Like he was entertaining for what he was, but like I knew from day one that like unfortunately he was going to be one of those wrestlers that AEW wasn't going to re-sign. Like, do you really think Marco Stunt was going to accomplish anything in AEW? Because to be perfectly honest, I didn't. There was just unfortunately nothing there for Marco Stunt. Unfortunately. So yeah, it sucks that he lost his job, but like I'm sorry, you just don't bring much to the table in AEW. So, yeah. Like I wish nothing but success for him. I really wish nothing but success for Marco Stunt. But yeah. But I can appreciate AEW contacting him and like telling why he's not renewing, why he is not renewing, why AEW and Tony Khan are not renewing Marco Stunt's contract. Like shit, at least he's getting like a phone call. Like for the people that are getting released in WWE, they don't even get that. They don't even get a phone call by John Laurinaitis or Vince McMahon. They just get released just like that. And they don't even get the reasoning. Okay, so I'm glad that there is some at least communication with AEW, Tony Khan, and Marco. So at least there is some communication. Okay, so I can appreciate that. I can also appreciate AEW actually like letting the contract expire. Okay, technically, Marco's son is still technically under contract, and AEW and Tony Khan are still paying Marco's son. It's just they're not renewing his contract once the expiring date comes. Okay, so I can at least appreciate AEW actually abiding by the contract, unlike WWE that just freaking fires people during their contracts. Okay, so I can at least appreciate having some communication with Marco Stunt and giving him the reasoning why they are not renewing his contract. Okay, and I can also appreciate AEW. I can also appreciate AEW letting his contract expire instead of just immediately firing him during his contract. I could really appreciate that by AEW. The only thing I don't like is the budget cut excuse. The fact that Tony Khan and Christopher Daniels and the rest of AEW management is actually using this excuse is very disappointing. It's very disappointing because Tony Khan is a millionaire. Tony Khan is a millionaire. Okay? And like, if he wanted to, he could have just re-signed Marco Stunt. Of course, Tony Khan, it's just that Tony Khan doesn't want to put any money into Marco Stunt. Like, he literally, like, Christopher Daniels literally said, like, Sun was also reportedly told that plans has changed for Jurassic Express for the trio that he, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus had copyrized. So, yeah, so Christopher Daniels even said, like, Marco's son was even told that Marco's son just like doesn't fit with Jurassic Express anymore. AEW doesn't have any plans for Marco's son anymore. Okay, so I'm glad that was established, but don't bring up this budget cuts thing. Don't do that. Okay, it's already bad enough that WWE is straight up lying to these wrestlers getting released by that budget cut bullshit, that budget cut excuse. And now AEW and Tony Khan are reportedly using it as well. That's disappointing. That's kind of disappointing. Hopefully that's change. Hopefully that change. Just don't use it. Just be transparent with the wrestlers. Okay, be transparent on why you're not re-signing their contracts. Okay, and technically AEW, Tony Khan and Christopher Daniels were technically transparent with Marco's son, saying that they just have no plans for him anymore and that he doesn't bring much to the table anymore, which is true. To be perfectly honest with you, like, as much as I like Marco's son, like, I'm sure he's a great guy, but unfortunately, he just doesn't bring much to the table. And it's not really a big loss for AEW, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm glad AEW is actually communicating with Marco's sons and actually being transparent and telling the truth about why AEW is not resigning him, unlike WWE. Okay, but yeah, don't use that budget cut excuse because that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay, Tony Khan is a billionaire. He can re-sign Marco's son if he wants to. He just doesn't want to do it. Okay, with the reasons being given, which is completely understandable. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, with all these talented wrestlers coming in, like, why do you still want to put money on Marco's son? It doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, like, just again, the writing was on the wall. Again, I wish Marco's son nothing but the absolute best. And I'm glad I can appreciate AEW actually communicating with Marco's son and actually give him the reasons why AEW is not resigning him. Just take the but just take the budget cut thing out of it. Budget cuts has nothing to do with it. Okay? Just say that, like, we don't have any plans for you anymore, which is exactly what they said to Marco's son. So that's that. That's all I gotta say about the Marco's son situation. Okay? Like, I'm sure, and I know some e-drones on social media are going to say, oh, like WWE, like AEW is doing the exact same thing WWE is doing. Like, no, they're two completely different things. And like, well, not is the way AEW handles things and the way WWE handles, like the way AEW handles like releases and the way WWE handles releases are two completely different things. Okay? I can actually I actually agree with more on AEW on how they handle wrestlers releases than how WWE does them. Okay? I think how WWE handles these wrestlers releases are absolute bullshit. Okay, to be perfectly honest with you. But the way AEW does it, at least AEW is actually communicating with the wrestlers and actually give them the truthful reasons why AEW is not resigning their contracts. Okay, and AEW is actually obliging by the contract. They're letting that this entire contract play out. They're not firing Marco Stunt during while his contract is active. AEW is not doing that. They're letting his contract play out until their expiring date, which I can appreciate by AEW. Okay. So those are my thoughts on that. So yeah, that's basically all I got to say on that. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about AEW Dynamite. And once again, Dynamite was fucking great tonight. I loved every second of it. Like I cannot wait to talk about it. Let's get straight into it. We start off the show with CM Punk, baby, going against Max Caster of the Acclaim. I fucking love the Acclaim. Yeah, I love the Acclaim. And yes, Max Caster actually mentioned the Will Smith slap, okay, from the Oscars. Now, in case you guys have been living under a rock, okay, there was this incident at the Oscars. Well, at the Oscars where Chris Rock was actually telling a joke, and about Will Smith's wife. Will Smith didn't like it, so he just straight up went and just slapped the fuck out of Chris Rock. And basically, Will Smith said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." And I want to talk about this real quick. Like, I know, like, we're getting sidetracked a little bit, but I want to put my 2 cents into this. Like, to say, like, which side are you on? Are you on Chris Rock's side? Are you on Will Smith's side? Who's in the right and who's in the wrong? To me, it's a very tricky situation. Okay? Because Chris Rock was saying a joke. Like, it wasn't like, it didn't, Chris Rock didn't mean any harm or didn't mean any ill intent behind it. Chris Rock was just saying a joke. That's it. But at the same time, like, Will Smith and, of course, Jada didn't like the joke. So I can't really say that the slap wasn't justified, because if I was in that situation, some dude joked about my wife's disease, and if I didn't like the joke, like, even if it was like ill intent or not, like, if I didn't know, like, I would like punch or slap that person as well, because I didn't like that joke of what I didn't like that joke that you just made about my wife. You know what I mean? It's a very tricky situation. Like, I get it. Chris Rock made a joke. I completely understand. Like, he didn't mean any ill intent behind it, or at least I don't know if that's the case. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that the slap is not justified, because Will Smith saw that Like, of course, Chris Rock saw it as a joke. Will Smith saw it as an insult. So Will Smith did what he did best, and he defended his wife. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with defending his wife. Like, it's a very tricky situation. I also heard that apparently this is not the first time Chris Rock had made fun of Jada Pinkett Smith, and I think Will Smith warned him. I believe this happened around 2016, and I think Will Smith warned him to not joke about his wife, but Chris Rock did it anyways. So I'll say that Chris Rock kind of had it coming. Like, he shouldn't made the joke if Will Smith warned him to not joke about his wife. But yeah, it's a tricky situation. So yeah, those are my 2 cents on that. But yeah, Max Caster actually mentioned Will Smith and the slap in his rap promo. And oh, I just want to say one more thing. I'm more interested about Chris Rock and the Will Smith incident than WrestleMania. Just saying. So yeah, I just wanted to give a little dig in there because it's actually true. I'm actually more interested about fucking Chris Rock and Will Smith than fucking WrestleMania because WrestleMania is fucking trash this year. To be perfectly honest, honestly, the only match I'm excited for is Edge versus AJ Styles. That's the only reason why I'm even watching WrestleMania. Like Edge versus AJ and maybe, but no, that's not true. I'm watching WrestleMania because of Edge versus AJ, Seth Rollins versus possibly Cody Rhodes, though there has been rumors that Shane McMahon might like Shane McMahon, like WWE is bringing in Shane McMahon for WrestleMania weekend. Ugh. But if Seth versus Cody does happen, I would be definitely interested in that. And Becky versus Bianca. That's it. Those are the only 3 matches I'm even remotely interested in. Everything else is absolutely trash. But I digress. We're getting too sidetracked here. Let's get back to Dynamite. But yeah, this was a very good match between CM Punk and Max Caster. Very good matchup between the two. Oh, there's also news that Anthony Bowen suffered like a small injury on his knee, and I hope Anthony Bowens has a speedy recovery. But yeah, after the matchup, CM Punk basically says that he wants the AEW World Championship. So more than likely, we are getting Hangman Adam Page versus CM Punk at Double or Nothing. It's basically all but confirmed at this point, and I am so fucking excited. That is going to be a banger. That has the potential to be a match of the year candidate, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a fucking banger. But yeah, CM Punk now wants a shot at the AEW World Championship. After that, we got a MJF FTR interview. MJF basically said MJF is basically being a liar in this interview, saying that Wardlow used to talk shit about FTR, which in reality, MJF is just being a complete and utter liar. But of course, FTR basically said he wants nothing to do with this MJF Warlord debacle. They just want to focus on their own thing. And MJF basically agrees. And of course, Mark Sterling actually put posters saying that Warlow is banned from all AEW events, which I thought was a really nice touch. And basically, even though FTR was a bit hesitant, they basically did like a little hand like team up thing, basically saying that they're all on the same page with MJF and FTR. After that, we got a banger, an absolute fucking banger between Jon Moxley and Jay Lethal. Oh my god, this was so good. This was so fucking good. This was an amazing matchup. Like, there's actually a few matches on this show that I really recommend you guys go and check out. Moxley versus Leto is one of them. This was an amazing matchup between both of these men. Jon Moxley picks up the victory over Jay Leto with a hard-fought victory. Amazing matchup. I recommend you guys go check it out. And then after that, Jon Moxley and Jake Leto shake hands as a show of respect. I love it. Amazing match. I really recommend you guys check it out. After that, we got Marina Shafir. We finally get a vignette of Marina Shafir. So we might see her on Dynamite for the very first time. And she has been announced for something, but we will get to that when we get to that. After that, we got FTR going against the Gun Club. And of course, MJF came out on commentary. Wardlow, and then this was a great matchup. Great matchup by both of these teams. During the matchup, Wardlow actually makes an appearance. He's pissed. He's taking out security left and right. Like, my God, the way AEW is presenting Wardlow, Wardlow is just a fucking star, bro. He is an absolute star, and I love every second of it. Like, it took a lot of security guards to, like, escort Wardlow out of the building. And FTR was distracted by all of this, and it almost cost FTR the matchup. But FTR does pick up the victory over the Gun Club. And once MJF comes into the ring, tries to celebrate with FTR is actually pissed off. Like, they are fucking pissed at MJF, saying like, bro, we want nothing to do with this, and yet your business almost cost us the match. Like, FTR was absolutely pissed at MJF, and people were actually going crazy for FTR actually being pissed off at MJF. But despite a lot of like turmoil, basically everything's good. MJF celebrates with FTR. But you know that face turn is coming. You know that face turn is coming for FTR. And I think FTR would make great baby faces, to be honest. And the fact that a certain someone, a certain legend, a certain best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be, a Mr. Excellence of Execution being FTR's manager. Maybe we might see FTR wearing some black and pink in the future, maybe. Just saying. But man, great stuff. Great matchup by both FTR and the Gun Club. But after that, we get a promo with Keith Lee and Will Hobbs, as it was announced on Rampage this Friday. We are going to get the dream match. Keith Lee versus Will Hobbs. It is finally happening, ladies and gentlemen. I am so fucking hyped. So fucking hyped. That is going to be a banger. I cannot wait for it. Matter of fact, Rampage this Friday is pretty fucking stacked. But of course, I will go over what is going on Rampage this Friday when we go over when we get to the part of the video where we go over the stuff that is happening for Dynamite next week and Rampage this Friday. But we'll get to that in a little bit. After that, we get the Jericho Appreciation Society promo, and I am loving what AEW is doing with this promo. They are basically like parroting WWE. Like, they are a WWE group. Like, they're supposed to represent the WWE heel group. And like, bro, this is just gold. Absolute gold. And I am loving what AEW is doing with the Jericho Appreciation Society. Of course, basically they're just talking trash. Um, basically talking trash about Eddie King, my boys, Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. Speaking of which, they made their return and they beat the shit out of the Jericho Appreciation Society. They came in, they kicked some ass, they took some names, they brawled all the way to the ring. But unfortunately, the numbers game was just too much for my boys. And the Jericho Appreciation Society took down Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. Boo! I don't like that. Those are my boys. Why you gotta do my boys like that? But yeah, the numbers were way too much for Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. But I know two people that can help them. A certain group that has history with Santana, Ortiz, and Kingston, some LAX action, someone by the name of Homicide and Hernandez, maybe, just a suggestion, just a suggestion. But yeah, great segment. And yeah, like I honestly cannot wait for LAX. Like obviously this entire thing is gonna lead up to LAX versus the Jericho Appreciation Society. More than likely a Double or Nothing, which is going to be a brawl for the ages. And seeing Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, and possibly Homicide and Hernandez helping them out. Yo! That would be fucking dope, man. I love LAX, like bro. I'm so excited. I'm loving this. I'm loving this rivalry, period. I am absolutely loving the shit out of this rivalry, and I can't wait for what AEW does with this. I love it. I love it. I love it. After that, we get an interview with Jade Cardhill. And basically, she's being interviewed on who's going to be the 30th opponent for Jade Cardhill. Mark Sterling actually set up Leva Bates as her opponent, but of course, Leva Bates, Jade Cardhill said, no, I don't want her. I want a real challenge, which is kind of sad because I like Leva Bates. Why you gotta do my girl Leva Bates dirty like that, man? But yeah, that's basically all I gotta say right there. But yeah, like so instead, Marina Shafir was actually announced as Jade Cardhill's 30th opponent. That's going to be very interesting. Jade Cardhill versus Marina Shafir. That's actually very, very interesting. I'm actually very curious on how that matchup is going to play out. Obviously, Jade Cardhill is going to win, but I'm more curious on how the matchup is going to play out. But we'll see when it happens. But very interesting stuff. After that, we got another banger. Another banger with Bryan Danielson going against Wheeler Yuta. And holy shit, what a match. This was a banger of a matchup. An amazing matchup between both of these men. Great, pure, technical wrestling at its finest. Loved every second of it. And this was a great showing by Wheeler Yuta. Amazing, amazing showing by Wheeler Yuta. And he is one step closer to becoming a part of the Blackpool Combat Club. And I hope he ends up a part of the Blackpool Combat Club. Because I think Wheeler Yuta would definitely benefit being a part with Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, and William Regal. He would benefit 110%. I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. Great matchup by both of these men between Bryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta. AEW knows how to create stars. They know how to create stars. Take notes, WWE. Take notes. Okay? Yeah, great stuff. After that, we get the Undisputed Elite celebration. Last week, well, actually for the past 2 weeks, Adam Cole has been stealing. He stole the AEW World Championship and the AEW Tag Team Championship, of course the Undisputed Elite, Adam Cole baby, actually celebrated with the championships. They made this promo saying that it's not stealing if it belongs to you. And then Hangman Page interrupts coming out on a fucking Tesla. A cowboy actually came out driving with a Tesla. A cowboy driving a Tesla. That is actually hilarious. So what's even more funny is that there is horns on the Tesla. So I thought that was fucking hilarious. Hangman Page came out. He attacked Adam Cole and Red Dragon. And then Jurassic Express came for the save. They take out the Undisputed Elite. And Hangman Page and Jurassic Express got their titles back. Good segment. It got the job done. And it's more than likely leading up to a winner takes all match between Hangman Page and Jurassic Express versus the Undisputed Elite. Like, more than likely that's going to happen. And that is going to be a fucking banger. I cannot wait for that. So, hold on. Let me drink my water real quick because I'm a little dehydrated. Water is refreshing, ladies and gentlemen. Drink it more often. Water is good for you. Yeah, no, seriously, water is good for you and very refreshing. If you guys don't drink much water, I really recommend you do so because it is healthy for you, 110%. So enough of the quick water ad. Let's talk about Thunder Rosa's promo. And this was an amazing promo by Thunder Rosa. Amazing promo. And this is honestly the promo that we should have gotten last week. Because last week's promo, oh my God. Like, I don't, like, it was just bad. Like, I understand what AEW was trying to do, but it was just poorly executed. It was poorly executed last week. So I'm glad AEW was able to rectify their were able to fix their mistakes and actually let Thunder Rosa speak this week. And again, Thunder Rosa absolutely killed it with her promo. And again, it's the promo that we should have gotten last week, but I digress. The past is the past. And yeah, we got an amazing promo by Thunder Rosa. After that, we got a quick promo with FTR, and FTR called out the Young Bucks. So we are going to get the sequel, ladies and gentlemen. FTR versus the Young Bucks. We're getting the sequel, baby. And I am so fucking excited. That is going to be a banger. I cannot wait. Oh, man. Hopefully it happens at Double or Nothing. Hopefully it happens at Double or Nothing. We might see it on a Dynamite, which I don't mind FTR versus the Young Bucks 2 happening on Dynamite. But I think it would be amazing if they leave it for Double or Nothing. But that's just me. That's just me. But yeah, great stuff. After that, we got the Bunny versus a mystery opponent. And the winner would be a part of the female Owen Hart tournament. So AEW is doing these qualifying matches to get to the Owen Hart tournament. And guess who was the mystery opponent? If you guys read the title of this video, it's Toni time. Toni Storm is all elite. An amazing grab by AEW. She would bring so much to the AEW women's division. I'm glad AEW was able to get Toni Storm. And this was a very good matchup between the two. Toni Storm looks great as always. She picks up the victory over the Bunny. And yeah, she's now a part of the female Owen Hart tournament. Awesome, awesome song. Toni Storm looks great. And yeah, I absolutely love every second of it. Her theme song is actually, I really enjoy her theme song. It gives me some Pat Benatar, Jonah Jett vibes. So I really like her theme song. I want to know what you guys think about Tony Storm's theme in AEW. I personally enjoy it, in my personal opinion, but that's just me. But yeah, great stuff. Toni Storm looks great. I'm glad AEW was able to get Toni Storm, and she is a part of the Owen Hart tournament. I love it. I love it. I love it. After that, we get a Nyla Rose promo, and it was an amazing promo by Nyla Rose. To be perfectly honest with you, why is Vicky Guerrero with Nyla Rose? Like, Nyla Rose doesn't need Vicky Guerrero. Okay, it's clear that Nyla Rose already, like, she can already speak on her own. She's a great promo on her own. So I really don't understand why, like, why this Nyla Rose Vicky Guerrero lines is so a thing. Honestly, I hope AEW kind of separates Nyla Rose from Vicky Guerrero, because Nyla Rose doesn't need Vicky Guerrero to succeed, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, now this is the part of the video where we go over the stuff that is happening for Dynamite next week and Rampage this Friday. Here are the stuff that has been announced so far for both Dynamite next week and Rampage this Friday. Let's start off with Dynamite next week. So the only thing that's been announced is that the female Owen Hart tournament will continue, and the men's Owen Hart tournament begins next week. Who are the people that are going to be a part of these matches? We don't know. They haven't announced it yet. They're more than likely going to be announced next Wednesday. And we're also going to get a tables match between the Hardy Boys and the Butcher and the Blade. That is going to be a very fun matchup. As for Rampage this Friday, Rampage is fucking stacked. It is stacked. Let me read you the card for Rampage this Friday. So here's what has been announced. Jamie Hayter will go against Sky Blue in a qualifying matchup for the female Owen Hart Cup tournament. We got the Young Bucks going against Top Flight. The House of Black going against Fuego del Sol, Evil Uno, and Sue Grayson. And Keith Lee will go against Will Hobbs. Holy fucking shit. Rampage is stacked this Friday. It is fucking stacked. And I cannot wait for it. And now it's time we talk about the main event of the evening. Darby Allin going against Andrade El Idolo. And this was a great matchup. This was a very entertaining matchup between both of these men. Both men absolutely killed it. And the right man won when Andrade El Idolo picks up the victory over Darby Allin. So I'm very glad Andrade picked up the victory over Darby Allin. Because Andrade really needed the win more than Darby Allin. Okay, Darby Allin can handle the loss. Andrade El Idolo needed this win more, and I'm glad AEW was able to give the win to Andrade. But after the matchup, Andrade, Jose, the Butcher and the Blade, and Private Party, basically the whole HFO, just attacked Sting and Darby Allin. But then the Hardy Boys make the save, coming out to a massive pop, and they basically take down the HFO to end AEW Dynamite. And yeah, this was a great show tonight. This was an absolute great show. I have literally nothing bad to say about it. This was a great show tonight. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys think about Dynamite tonight? Did you guys like it? Did you guys not like it? Was there something specifically you like? Was there something specifically you hate? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Much, much appreciated. If you guys like this video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, and if you guys like the content that I make sure you subscribe and leave the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. But yeah, of course, before I sign off, I just want to say that of course I will review WrestleMania both night 1 and night 2. Expect the review on either Sunday or Monday. Either Sunday or Monday, but definitely I think more than likely Sunday. But yeah, definitely expect a review on WrestleMania. And I'm also going to review Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. So I'm definitely going to review those shows. So definitely expect a review from those shows. And I'm still 50-50 whether or not I want to review NXT Stand and Deliver. Again, if you guys want to see them, just say in the comment sections and I'll do that. But I'm already busy enough as it is reviewing Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, and both nights of WrestleMania. So yeah, I'm already busy enough as it is right there. But again, if you guys want to see the review for NXT Stand and Deliver, I will do that as well if you guys want it. But yeah, expect those reviews. And yeah, until next time, this is Gabriel, and I'll see you next time in the asylum. Have a nice night, everyone.